A light at the end of the tunnel closed for now for the Menendez brothers. Both denied parole. Just over 36 years to the day the pair gunned down their parents in their Beverly Hills home. The parole board not holding back, telling Erik on Thursday, quote, "Contrary to your supporters' beliefs, you have not been a model prisoner. And frankly, we find that a little disturbing." The next day, the board telling Lyle that antisocial personality traits like deception still lie beneath his positive surface. The duo defeated in their first chance at freedom, and they will not go before the parole board again for 3 more years. For more on this, we are joined by attorney Mark Reichel. Mark, always appreciate you making the time, and let's get right into this. What do you make of these denials here? Were they unusually harsh in their words from the parole board?
No, based on the facts, I think not. You have to keep in mind that Mr. Menendez, ironically enough, was in the entertainment business. And so his 2 sons, the way I think the parole board saw this was they've inherited obviously that gene and thinks this was some type of really like a show they put on and they believe fooled people and were doing the entertainment business of their own in seeking parole.
They said antisocial personality traits, quote, lie beneath that positive surface, with Lyle calling the perception that Erik is a model prisoner disturbing. What do these assessments mean, and do you agree? I mean, does smuggling in a cell phone, for example, really mean that Erik shouldn't be released?
It doesn't sound that serious to the outside world, but on the inside, they are used to run drug organizations, to call in, hits and attacks on others. It's really, really valuable inside, and it's part of an underground economy inside the prison. So it doesn't seem like much, but most prison officials will tell you that it really is something serious.
When you look at the details and the facts, do you agree with the parole board's decision?
Well, I think they've been determined to be a moderate risk to reoffend, and not much more than that. I think it's a really close call. I had predicted they were going to get out, actually, but I think the parole board dug a lot deeper, scratched really deeper than I did when they made this decision. And they also know something's operating in the background. Number one is that they have a clemency petition before the governor, and the governor has actually sought the parole board out to give them a recommendation on that clemency, completely separate from parole. Clemency just, gets rid of your sentence. So I think they know something else is going on in the case as well. The parole board knows this. There's a motion to vacate their sentence and, vacate their conviction and give them a new trial based on new evidence. So with all that going on, I think they felt they would wanted to err on this safe side and not do this.
Yeah, do you see other avenues panning out for the brothers there in their bid for freedom?
Well, we can start with their motion for a new trial. They said there's newly discovered evidence, but so far the DA's office has done a great job of proving that it's really not that valuable and it's not that new. In fact, some of it probably existed before the trial. They just never used it because they didn't think it would be that valuable for them.
Yeah, and what about the California Governor Gavin Newsom with the rare power to reverse parole decisions? Any goal down that road for the brothers?
We've talked about that before, and boy, I got to tell you, I've not ran any presidential campaigns, so I'm the last person to ask him what he should do in this, and I don't think he's going to call me. But I do know that this is a real political football, and I think if Governor Gavin Newsom wasn't so politically ubiquitous right now, I think they have a better shot of getting his attention. I don't think he's going to grant it now.
Yeah, you don't think he's going to touch that with a 10-foot pole just because of the political ambitions and political climate, is that right?
I agree with that. A Murrow Award winner like you, Natasha, I would defer to you for that.
I appreciate that. Let me ask very quickly then, final question. Do you think the Menendez brothers will ever be released?
Yes, I think they're going to be granted parole at some point. They've been shown the bar of what they have to climb over right now, which is prove, this anti-personality disorder is not, it will be fixed. And they've been told what they can do to get out, I think. And at some point, maybe 2 hearings from now.
Okay. Attorney Mark Reichel, always appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time tonight.
Thank you, Natasha.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.